Zelensky's men have continued to storm deeper into Russia, as a trembling Vlad has been desperately trying to hit back after Kyiv's brave invasion. Incredible footage shows Ukraine swiftly repelling Russia's failed attempt of an armored assault on Lyptsy, Kharkiv Oblast. A series of short clips show the chunky tanks being blown up left, right, and center with pinpoint accuracy. In a matter of seconds, Ukraine's 92nd Assault Brigade managed to hit each tank and set it alight as numerous explosions would take place on the battlefield. One video even shows Putin's scrambling forces fleeing the box-looking tank as Kyiv had their aims on them. Russian tanks have appeared underneath the turtle shell-like cages after it was revealed that a humiliated Putin has lost almost all of the tanks he had when he began his brutal invasion of Ukraine. Since before the grim 2-year milestone in Mad Vlad's war, Russian top brass have been forced to rely on warehouses with stockpiles of vehicles left over from the Cold War. It comes after Ukrainian special forces ambushed Putin's troops as they continue to storm deeper inside Russia. Dramatic first-person footage showed Ukraine's valiant troops dressed in camouflaged bodysuits as they run through the woods hunting Putin's men with grenades, guns, and rockets. Video shows the heavily armed soldiers storming through the trees as they get closer to the enemy. The group of at least 6 men can be seen rapidly shooting at Russian targets and vehicles in the war-torn Kursk region. Putin's troops are then attacked with what appears to be grenades as huge explosions erupt in the fields. A flash of light can be seen before the Ukrainian army reg teams start to move in. Meanwhile, Ukraine has managed to seize as much Russian land in just 8 days of their mini-invasion as Putin's forces achieved in the last 8 months. Mad Vlad has been left fuming over the continued incursion, as he has called on the Kremlin to deploy more troops into Kursk to kick the enemy out. Ukraine's armed forces have stormed across the border in beefed-up convoys including tanks and aircraft since starting to attack on August 6th. Kyiv now claims to control 74 settlements in Kursk and a formidable 1,000 square kilometers of enemy soil as of Tuesday evening, with the figure expected to continue to increase as they push on with their fiery war plans, says General Alexander Syrsky. Since the start of 2024, Russia has only managed to steal 994 square kilometers of land inside Ukraine, claim Telegraph analysis. The precise amount that the Kremlin has managed to capture is unknown, but the US-based Institute for the Study of War, ISW, claims that Putin has taken control of an area that is more than 1,100 square miles around Donetsk. But estimates from the Ukrainian military indicate that Moscow has also lost some 300,000 soldiers from the battlefield during this time, with many of them being killed or seriously injured. Kursk is seeing an increasing number of deaths as Putin's men are having difficulty stopping the Ukrainian advance. In the startling surge, the Ukrainians are thought to have also captured up to 1,200 of their enemy soldiers in a severe setback for Putin, and a significant confidence boost for Zelensky's forces. Being the first Russian leader to give up their own territory since the Second World War has left Vlad unable to put an end to the onslaught. After sensing the Ukrainian attack, Russian authorities launched a significant counter-terror operation in the 3 border regions of Kursk, Bryansk, and Belgorod. They brought in their own troops, trucks, and tanks to engage in combat. Every night, both sides have exchanged devastating aerial assaults that have devastated the other in the devastated area. Ben Wallace yesterday insisted half measures won't cut it, and dragging out British support only risks prolonging the war in Europe. But he defended the new government, rejecting the Ukrainian president's characterization that Britain's support has slowed down. Volodymyr Zelensky this week stepped up his campaign for the easing of restrictions on using the UK's Storm Shadow missiles, after starting an incursion into Russia's Kursk region. Speaking to Times Radio, Mr. Wallace said, One of the best ways to reinforce the deterrent to Russia is to make sure that nothing is ever taken off the table. And if necessary, we give Ukraine the tools to finish the job, to win, not to be static, not to have to just have more frozen conflict, but to give Ukraine the tools that they need in order to expel Russia from parts of their country, or all of their country if possible, instead of sort of salami slicing those sort of permissions, or indeed those supplies. Speaking recently, President Zelensky warned the Kursk incursion was only the beginning of his plot to destroy Putin's war machine, as he called for more weapons. The Ukrainian leader praised his troops for doing an outstanding job in breaking through the Russian border, but said help from the West needs to speed up. Speaking tonight in a video on X, Zelensky said his soldiers are doing everything to hold the positions they've obtained behind enemy lines. He added, "In every direction, our troops are doing an outstanding job. However, when it comes to supplies from our partners, we need things to speed up."
Принял, жди корректуру.
Один сорян! Выстрел!